It's an exciting time to be a part of Northbrook Church. Northbrook has a history of effective ministry in our community and around the world. We're excited about the next chapter of the Northbrook story. About 2 years ago, the leaders and the elders and the staff of Northbrook began to pray about this next chapter. In those meetings, our leadership asked God to share with us His dreams for our future. Out of that time together, we developed a simple mission: make compelling followers of Christ. We also developed a simple strategy: discover, grow, and share. Our desire is that people would discover who Christ is, grow in their faith, and share their life. So we created places and opportunities for people to discover who Christ is. We developed a small group system called life groups for people to grow in faith. Each week we have hundreds of people sharing life both inside the walls of our church and in our community and around our world. The results have been amazing. We have grown from 1,000 to just over 1,600 in weekly attendance. Life group participation has grown 117%, with just under 1,000 people currently involved. But we're not done yet. Jesus said the fields are ripe with harvest. Within 11 miles of Northbrook, there are over 51,000 people who have no faith connection. If you add those that are on the fence with God and with faith, that number goes to over 100,000 people who need Jesus. I hear stories every week of how God is changing lives, saving marriages. People share with me how Northbrook has loved them in times of suffering, how God is renewing their faith through people in our church. Our community needs to know this love, and they need to know our God. There's no better time than now to reach our community. But we are also faced with this reality: our current facility is maxed out. We have to do something if we're going to expand our reach. As we carefully considered and prayerfully considered our needs, we began planning and dreaming about our future campus. Through this process, I was drawn to a verse in the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 20, in which the Apostle Paul says, "Now to Him who is able to do far more abundantly, beyond all we ask or think." I was challenged by that God wants to do beyond what we can even imagine. We are excited to announce the Beyond Project, a 3-year initiative to expand the mission and facilities of Northbrook Church. This will be a game changer for Northbrook, a move that positions us for a whole new level of ministry. The Beyond Project meets our needs in 3 key areas. The first area is to create a central gathering and connection space, a place for divine appointments to happen. We envision a large, welcoming atrium with the look and feel of a home. Featuring a full functioning cafe, this inviting space will be a place where our church and our community can connect. Our ultimate goal will be to create a coffee house environment that is open to the public throughout the week, encouraging a new level of life and a new level of connection. We will also expand our campus life group space. Life groups currently meet anywhere they can find place, in classrooms, offices, conference rooms. We are simply out of space and need to address this critical area. The second area is our sanctuary space. We have a dream to create a place where people can experience and connect with a very real God. Our current space is often filled to capacity. We have a plan to build a second 800-seat sanctuary. Some have asked, is that big enough? My response is I want it to be big enough to meet the need while small enough to feel personal. So we have devised a creative solution. Understanding that people respond to God in different ways, we will offer different expressions of worship. The new sanctuary will be similar to what we're currently doing, while we envision creating a 400-seat venue in our current sanctuary that will serve as a full functioning worship gathering with a different style and a different feel. This plan actually expands our seating to 1,100 people per gathering on the weekend. The third area to address is our children and student space. We know the importance of reaching children and teenagers. Our desire is to create a new student center, serving as a place of worship on Wednesday night, as well as being open during the week to provide a fun and safe environment for students searching to know God. We will also craft an age-appropriate space that will have children begging their parents to bring them to church on the weekend. We believe that this is God's will for our church. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take faith. It's going to radically impact the way that we depend on God. It will only happen if all of us say yes to His call. My hope is that we will all dream big dreams with God, that we think beyond ourselves and believe God for the future.